Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another Monday night here at Proficiency Bonus as we continue on our ever approach to the lost city of Omu. Before we jump into tonight's stream, a couple of quick shout-outs we want to give out. Big thanks to Streamlabs for their software and support for all of our streaming needs for this lovely campaign. Our friends over at Many-Sided Dice and their wonderful Lost Artifacts of Greygast Magical Item Compendium for 5e. Our newest sponsor, DiceBard. You can find them on Twitter at DiceBard or dicebard.com. Check them out for all your dice rolling needs, as well as t-shirts and other fun accessories for your D&D experience. Don't forget when you're checking out to use the promotion code PROBO, P-R-O-B-O, to get free expedited shipping anywhere in the country. Anywhere, period. If you live in this blue-green ball that orbits this giant flaming white ball that looks yellow due to the atmospheric conditions of our sky, you can get free shipping. It's probably a little too much, but
discriminatory towards people that live on other planets, and I protest.
Oh, you can protest. And don't forget we can already see Digitio Random Hero. Welcome to the adventure this evening as we flash back to last time as our party was making their way south towards a meeting they were hoping to arrange between Raz Nasai and themselves after capturing a young Yuan Ti spy who had been following them. Unfortunately, due to Solana making a comment about a arrangement they had set up with Saja and Baza, the negotiations broke down rather quickly as out of the dense foliage to the southeast, a large humanoid body appeared firing a longbow shot over at our three party members standing next to the largest tree in the area. Unfortunately for the creature, it missed, and as the party turned to look at this assailant, they noticed that while the upper torso was a dark-skinned, bald humanoid with very broad chest and arms, from the waist down, the body was a long, undulating snake as it slithered forwards through the foliage.
Gross.
And that is where we pick up tonight's episode, as I need to ask all of my party members to go ahead and roll initiative.
Right.
Snake fight!
As we jumped right in.
Fight.
I roll.
I can't find my token. Hey, here we are.
There we go. Ooh.
With... Oh, very nice roll, Solana.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like all sneaky and do stuff.
Make sure I get Koala fixed, because...
Is there a way to set it so that it rolls initiative with advantage?
Probably.
I believe you can.
Let me
Just
see.
give me a second. I'm going to turn this down a little because I'm getting a little feedback through Lennon's speaker. So Twitch chat, do me a favor, let me know in chat if that music is too quiet for you. So I'll make sure we're not getting feedback and driving everybody insane. Okay. And...
Those are some good initiative rolls.
Yeah.
you know?
I'm
don't
just
think
happy
I've
I made it above 10.
Yeah, you usually don't.
I know.
You guys are all in a pretty good spread up near the top of the initiative here. And that brings us to the top of the initiative with Solana, who you have just seen a longbow arrow come sailing out of the bushes off to your side towards your teammates.
Okay, that'll be fine, I think. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to go...
And for those who don't remember watching at home, Solana is currently hidden and has not to her knowledge, been seen by any of these individuals as of yet.
Okay, I'm gonna move here stealthily, and then I'm going to cast. Wait, plant growth is the same thing as what we were talking about? No,
Yeah,
it's not the same thing
Oh,
at all.
no, not at...
Okay,
Alex, we were
wanted-
talking about the wrong spell, weren't we?
Yes.
Okay, bear with us just a moment here. Let me take a quick glance at this one.
Sorry,
Let's
sorry
see.
to bog us down. It says causing
Okay, so
vines
yeah,
and
this-
branches
this
to
will-
hinder pursuers
Yeah, so this would hit anywhere...
within the 30-foot, right?
Yeah, but it's 100-foot radius.
Not plant
so you
growth. I
can
wanted to
do-
do speak with plants again.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the one that's a 30-foot radius centered on you.
Because
That
I
you
don't want
could,
to make their movement impeded, so that would be speak with plants, not plant growth, right?
Well, it's a 30-foot radius. So as long as your party does not move within that 30-foot circle,
Okay.
it would not, like with where you're standing now, like that would keep Tuala out of
Yeah.
melee combat with...
With the 100-foot.
Well, at
Okay,
least
I don't
these
want to
ones
do
over
100
here,
feet around me.
so-
Okay, so I will do that. I will speak to plants, because I'm a plant elf, and I'm going to be like, yo, can you make this area around me dense and filled with vines and brambles to hinder these guys' movement?
Okay, so let's see here. That's 10, 15...
Actually, I'm going to move up, so it's a little harder for them to move. So it'll be like going to there. So
Okay,
it's just out of their range.
Sir, can you do me a favor and measure that circle I've got drawn out here? Go left to right.
What circle?
Oh, you can't... Alex, you can't see it.
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40... A little too large. 10, 15...
This is really intense, drawing circles and speaking to plants, guys.
it's...
Nothing
I-
makes battle more intense than having a
Okay.
plant druid.
So this is probably going to be a little off, but where you're going to ballpark it because DM can't count.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's about 30 on each side.
Oh look, my connection to
Okay.
the server has been interrupted.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so while our producer is reconnecting to the server, that's your action, your move, any bonus action you're taking?
No.
Okay, so that will bring us over to our lovely little friend here, who is...
This is
Let's see,
taking
what is the
a
movement?
short
That's
eternity
30.
to reload. I apologize,
Okay.
Twitch viewers, for your blank screen.
That's okay. We'll get you back in just a moment. It's only going to miss a couple of bow shots coming over at Quen. Oh, and now I have just lost my connection to the server.
Okay, not just me. Roll 20.
Oh yeah, I am too.
Yep.
Oh,
I have as well.
Alrighty
it's
then.
not proficiency bonus without some technical difficulties.
I mean, this is like Roll20 is difficult, like thingy.
This is totally so. Let's.
Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of this week's episode brought to you by Imagination.
Pretty much.
Oh, we may be doing that, so I'm going to check real quick and see. Give us a moment here, folks. Is open link in new tab.
Digitio, you're
Checking our
right.
stars.
No 20. Ha ha ha.
Got him.
Whoa.
Okay. We are dropping left and right, folks.
Super cool. Is anyone in
Okay.
Opera right now?
What?
I'm in Opera, but I'm about to switch.
'Cause I'm in Chrome and it crashed, so.
Yeah. Well, 15, it doesn't have anything. It's according to the update, it is the ping. It is still up technically. Hey, there you go. Great idea. Definitely check out. Yeah, it is not the server itself because I just reconnected to Roll20. So okay, I'm going to drop out of this
Thank you,
real quick.
Digitio.
And
The
try-
audio is crystal clear. I'm glad to that's working.
Okay, so we're gonna try firing this up for a quick another moment, and then see if this works. If not, we'll take a quick 4 or 5 minute break, and we will see what we can come up with, and get something else in place. Okay. Is everyone still having the same issue trying to load in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let's do this. Twitch chat, give us about 3, maybe 4 minutes. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with you. Hey! Okay, my producer said we're back live. I don't know how much we're back yet. Nope, that's okay. We're gonna
Only my
run
choice.
with, as we're trying to load back in. Seems like Roll20 is gonna work with us.
I'm gonna.
Looks like we have been reset a little bit.
Okay.
And we apologize if the view goes a little wonky at points.
Okay, I got Matt.
Yep. Twitch chat hopefully is still here with us as we pop back in here.
Alright, the
I'm
only one I
going
don't have
to-
is Quen, of course. Because internet.
Well, that's okay. Quen's still with us. If Quen's in, if the camera's up or down, we'll run as Roll20's misbehaving with us right now. But
Okay.
it seems like we're back up and running.
So
So,
where's your circle?
oh my god, my circle disappeared. Damn you, Roll20! Ugh. No, we are going to make this much easier than we did last time. I am just going to make it a bleeding square because it is easier to count.
Okay.
And y'all will just know that it's a circle. Okay.
Okay.
So shift. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. Really?
What'd you do?
Okay. 15,
Can I move that?
30. Okay. So it's a circle in this area.
Okay.
Please ignore the line in the middle of it.
Yes.
I could not scroll.
Okay.
So that is all difficult terrain within a circle. That is what we call lazy DM because Roll20 is being mean. That brings us over to this little guy here who is going to inch a little bit closer and then fire off 2 longbow shots at the side of Quen.
That's not nice.
Okay, and that is... First one is a 7, which is not going to do it.
No.
And second one is a 13, so I don't think either is going to hit.
No.
Phew.
Okay. So that will end that individual's turn. And let's see here. Sorry. There we go. Oh, come on, shrink a little more so I can see where my players are. Okay. And that will bring us over to a rather large snake
Oh no, I don't like.
that is going to... Actually, can it even reach? No, it can't because of the
Ah.
difficult terrain. Oh. So it can only get... Oop. Come on. It can only get to right here.
Is that within my reach for my glaive?
Yes, actually it would be.
Oh, reaction. Stabby stab.
Okay. Go ahead and take a swing.
Yeah.
Okay, that will hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Okay. No, that's... Okay, as you watch as Paul comes scraping down across this thing with... you can see there's a trail of blood starting to come out of the side of its body. But it's still... It's a decent-sized... very decent... It's a very decent-sized snake. Sorry, apparently my geometry was to blame for Roll20 going down according to Twitch chat. I'll remember that, you two. I know both of your DMs. And that'll bring us over to Tuala.
Which
Into this creature, and it's still there.
Did you see the
Which one
video
is-
of the python dropping on the people at the meeting in China? It was terrifying. It was like a 6 to 7 foot python that just dropped out of the ceiling onto these people. Anyway, continue.
what was I saying?
You
were
started
gonna
to say
poke
which.
something.
This week's episode brought to you by Chinese pythons.
Yep.
At all times,
Which
disease.
one? Which one is the one that we recognize? You mentioned that she's there again.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's right over here. She's a little more, I guess I'll say a little hidden from you at the moment. Is all of a sudden all these plants have started to sort of grow up.
Okay.
You can still see her, but now the grass that was down around her ankles is now up around her midriff. As Plant Elf has
mark her?
made an explosion of. Sure.
Can I mark
Maybe we'll put a little
Circle next to it or something.
green
Yeah. Okay.
dot on her. As
Thanks.
this is your friend Nivras.
Nivas.
Nivras.
Would this ability benefit me in this scenario with Solana's stuff?
Let's
Yeah, I
see.
have something like that too.
Or is it
I'll
because
say
of
yeah.
plants?
I'd say yeah, it would because it's all part of like I'll consider Earth and just the ground in general. So sure.
Okay. Then I'm gonna take a step forward to here, and I'm gonna take 2 glaive attacks. First one against this snake,
Okay.
and I will use. Is he within 5 feet? No. So I will just use the regular glaive attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Something tells me that's going to hit based on. Oh yeah, that'll hit.
And then I have to add the lightning damage.
Ooh, very nice.
And then I will take a second attack with my glaive against this one.
Okay. And that will hit as well.
Nice.
Ooh. There you go.
And let me just double check something before I. Is this a. It's not a bonus action. Okay, sweet. So I will use my bonus action to follow up on that same lady with the haft of the glaive.
Okay, and that will hit as well. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
She is definitely taking some shots. You can see some blood running down her shoulder from where you carved into her. Then just a large red welt from where you smacked into her with the haft of the glaive. Anything else you'd be doing?
As he like follows up his flurry of slashes and swipes, he just finishes by like twirling the glaive around, stomping the butt of it into the ground, just kind of yelling out like a
Very theatrical.
challenge to the collective snake people.
Okay. That brings us over to this young person who is going to. They can't get close because of this spell, so this one's going to take 2 shots with her short bow at
Oh.
Devonay.
Sorry.
That is a 9. Oops, why is that whispering rolls?
Oh, I see it.
Give me a second.
So just
It's a
switch-
9 either way. It's not like
Yeah.
that. It rolls automatically for query for either, what is it, advantage or disadvantage.
Mhm.
Rolled a 9 and then a 23. So, never whisper rolls. Okay, second shot. That's a 4.
Ooh.
It is going the wrong direction as these shots are going wide. This one seems to be a little stuck in the mud here. And that will bring us back over to Nivras, who is looking
Nivras.
over at the group of you. And as her eyes make contact with yours, Devonay, you watch as they almost seem to shift in color and pulse a sort of greenish blue and orange as she looks at you and says, I suggest you turn around and deal with the one behind you instead of us. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I
Oh,
forgot.
she attacks that tree stump.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
You can do it. Oh,
Oh,
And that's a fail.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
not-
suddenly think it is a very good idea to turn around and start attacking that one behind you.
Okay then.
And that will bring us to this one right next to that Tawala has been wailing on at the moment. Who's going to take a step forward to get on the other side of Tawala and pulls out a scimitar from her waist and is going to take 2 slashes at you with that, Tawala. We have a 20
I'm pretty sure that hits.
and a 14.
A 14 does not hit.
Oh, okay, so the first one is she carves through your arm and a small line of blood appears. You seem to hardly notice it. The second one, though, blocked with the handle of your glaive as she's a little taken back.
I take 3 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 damage
you
from
raging?
this getting slashed.
I am not raging currently.
oh, okay.
And that will bring us...
Hang on, I have a thing.
Okay.
Where is it? Reaction. Come on.
Do your thing.
Oh, it's not a thing that it won't post. I'm using my Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
on the one who just attacked me. So she needs to make a Dexterity saving throw or take 2d10 fire damage.
Haha.
Okay. And
Oh, I
what's your
bet it's
DC?
14, I think.
And that's a 20.
She's at half and half as much. Okay, so it takes half damage. Or not fire damage, it's lightning because we reskinned it.
Yeah.
Is this gonna work like that? There we go.
Okay.
9 lightning damage.
So 9 lightning. So yeah, she's looking to be in a little bit of rough shape, but still right in front of you. And that brings us over to Quen.
oh, jeez.
Come on, quick.
Well, I imagine like Devonay is looking at me right now, and I must look like a snack or something.
Well, right now, Devaney hasn't turned around as of yet. You can hear Nivras off in the distance yelling something out at Devaney and telling her to deal with the one behind her. But she hasn't had the chance to turn around yet. She just seems to be sort of standing there with just sort of I'll call it a vacant stance, just sort of like,
Oh, okay.
So you're not sure if she just hasn't responded, if she's all there, or if she's, about to turn around and start trying to carve into you like you're a Thanksgiving turkey.
Totally. Okay, well then I'm gonna activate my Spell Singer aura with my bonus action, and then I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move. And then I'm just gonna move back a little bit.
Okay. And that will bring us over to Devaney.
Well, now Devaney sort of turns around to see what's behind her exactly, and she sees Quen, now a long distance away, and behind Quen, sort of the shield guardian. So Devaney is gonna go in that direction. How far is it?
So Quen's about 30 feet from you. The shield guardian's a good distance further.
Yeah. Okay. So I can actually move right up to Quen. That's 30 feet, I think. Let me remeasure.
Yep.
And I will, at this point, draw my weapons of choice and start hitting them.
Oh no.
Because I think that's a really good idea right now. That's what the lady told me to do. That's a 12.
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
once you
Devaney, watch out.
Quinn, you have to roll a d20 first. Because each time it's targeted, you have to roll a d20 to see whether it hits you or gets shunted over to one of them. So you have 3 duplicates.
But it wouldn't hit me otherwise.
Let's see. Each time a creature targets you with an attack, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates.
Okay.
So so that'll target one of the duplicates. What's your dex modifier?
Dex modifier is 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the first one, Devaney, is you swing towards one of the 4 Quens that you can see in front of you, just miss wide.
Wow, this lady's really gotten to me. I'm seeing quadruple.
So many Quens.
3 duplicates. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Go ahead and roll another d20, Quen. Okay. And actually, that does not transfer over because it's lower than a 6, so that attack is coming right at you, Quen. Will a 25 hit?
Yes.
So as Devaney somehow makes contact with you, and you feel it's a 5 piercing damage as she drives a sword into you a little bit.
Ow!
And that's the last one.
Then one last d20 roll. Okay, so that one does get shunted over to one of your 3 duplicates. And as Devaney, you carve into this other image of Quen, you watch as the duplicate just vanishes into thin air. Now there seem to be only 3 Quens in front of you. One of them has vanished.
Well, it seems to be working. I'm getting rid of the Quens. Yeah, that's pretty much my turn.
Okay.
It was a great turn, according to Devaney.
Yeah.
Okay, and that will bring us over to this individual who is, I think I was going to use what little of her movement as she can to get up to in front of Tuala.
Where was she before?
Within 10 feet of you right here.
Okay, so she doesn't enter. Gotcha. I already used my reaction anyway. Never mind.
Yeah. So, and she's going to pull out her scimitar and take 2 shots at you. First is a 7, and second is a 23.
Oh!
So as she misses the first time and manages to make contact coming across your chest the second time, and it's 7 points of slashing damage as she drags the blade across you. And that will bring us to another large snake who is not able to get very far because of this bloody spell, but is going to be moving closer to you, as you are the only one that it knows of in its immediate vicinity, as Devaney is chasing Quen clear back to camp. Okay, and then this will bring... Okay... Alright, just circling around here. Okay, that'll bring us back over to Solana. So Solana, as you have created this writhing growth of plants, you can see as Quen is running away in the distance, being chased with Devaney wielding both of her swords.
Ooh.
And Tuala slowly being surrounded by enemies in front of you.
Ooh. Okay, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay.
Talk
I'm
about
gonna,
the toe.
yeah, I'm gonna, back up. No, I can't do that. Wait, I gotta move. Why can't I? Gosh darn it. Why did a... Okay, I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Nivras and move, like, really far away from her.
Okay,
she-
so you're casting Hold Person on Nivras?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your spell save DC? Or what's that?
15.
Oh, what do they have to roll for it?
Oh, sorry. That would help if I actually told you what what I was doing.
I should remember this, but I don't. Alrighty then. This is a wisdom save. And you know what I realized? Well, it doesn't matter. So once more, Nivras is now paralyzed and immobile. Anything else you're doing?
No, I don't think I can, so that'll be it.
Okay. So as you have now come out of this and have cast your spell, you are no longer hidden,
Oh,
and this large creature now sees you as you come charging out.
oh.
So it is
Bummer.
going to start moving its way down here.
Probably should have stayed in the
And-
stuff.
Let's see, actually, what is its movement? That's 30 feet. Oh, wrong key. Yeah, so we can get right up on top of you here.
Great.
And as it gets right next to you, it is going to make a constriction attack, whipping its tail out to try to grapple you.
That doesn't seem fair.
And that's an 11.
Okay.
So something tells me that is not going to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay, and that will bring us over here. And Tuala, from off in the distance, over the rather large snake that is currently harrying you on your side, you see two short bow arrows come sailing over at you.
Okay.
As this person is hidden, they do have advantage. That is a 23 and a 16.
Both of those hit.
Okay, so you take 8 points of piercing and 15 points of poison damage from the first arrow as it sinks into your shoulder.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then, well, actually, the first one would have advantage, not the second. So the second won't hit.
Okay.
Because you would have, literally, as the first arrow sunk in, you would have looked up. And you see another Wanti standing on top of that small rock, arrow drawn, aimed out at you.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. As this rather large snake in front of you is going to attempt to constrict you. And that's that's a 14, or it has advantage because you're flanked. Will that hit?
No.
Okay. So much like with Solana, as this one tries to whip out and start wrapping around your feet, you manage to just get out of the way of it. And that brings us over to you.
Okay. Did I notice what happened with Devaney going chasing off after Quinn?
Go ahead and make a free perception check. Again, you're a little harrowed at the moment because you've got all these people around you.
Alright.
So I'd say passively you wouldn't, but yeah, you would have.
Okay.
So you saw Quen take off, and then literally you saw Devaney turn around, out come the swords, and
Okay, so I definitely know what just happened, because it happened to me. But I'm gonna get real killed if I don't deal with this first. So, I'll yell over to Solana. who I presume I can't really tell is like dealing with her own issue as I'm literally surrounded by dudes. But he yells to her, "Black Elf, break the concentration of the one from before." And then I will proceed to start wailing away at the dudes surrounding me. So I'm going to take my first attack against... Which one did I hit already a bunch of times?
The one to your... this one.
Okay. I'll attack that one first.
Okay.
Do I have to be raging to do this? Let me see.
Why don't you rage?
Nope. I'm going to, but
I
not
feel
yet.
that's a good idea.
It's not gonna hurt anything.
before I do that, because I can't do this once I rage. So I'm gonna hold off on rage just yet, and I'm going to attack my first attack with Green Flame Blade against that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack recklessly to give myself advantage.
And don't forget, you do have the nat 20 this week.
Oh, do I? Okay.
It's on your picture, so I'm assuming.
I assume a 24 hits, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I will attack with Green Flame Blade. Does 8 slashing and 3 lightning. And then transfers 6 lightning damage over to this one.
Okay.
Across the street.
So you can see the one to your side is now very sort of ragged, hunched over, blood and scorch marks from where the lightning just struck. Still on her feet, though.
I'm going to take my second attack at... actually, it's a bone... the question I've never come across. So raging is a bonus action. Can I do that in between my 2 attacks?
Sure.
Alright. So I'm going to slash the first one with the Green Flame Blade. Then I'm going to rage. And take another attack at this one again for my second attack.
Okay.
I assume a 24.
That'll hit as well.
So plus an additional 2 slashing. So 7 total on her.
Okay, as you carve through and she just collapses.
Okay. And I will use nothing because I used my bonus action to rage, so I can't glaive haft. Okay, so I will, as a free action, I will froth at the mouth slightly as I stare down at my 2 remaining enemies.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Nice.
Lord only knows something your size frothing at the mouth would intimidate me a little, so we'll see how that goes when it comes up to them. Okay. This one, hearing you call out to break the concentration of the other one, and seeing that Nivras is currently unable to move, this one is going to turn towards Solana, who had cast this spell, and is going to take 2 short bow shots over at Solana, as she really can't move at the moment. That's an 11.
Nope.
And a 10.
Nope.
That's not going to work, but she is going to take what little movement she can to get a little closer towards Solana. Nivras is currently held, but can make a saving throw at the end of her turn. I was going to another wisdom save.
Oh.
Oh boy.
That is a 21. So
oh,
can't do
great.
anything at the moment, but next go around is she sort of shakes off the spell, and Solana, you see the head whip and look down at you. Or at least try to see you through the overgrown brush. That brings us to this person who is dead, and that brings us over to Quen.
So Devanay is off her rocker right now. Ugh. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to kite her. So I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet. Right here, and then I'm gonna run the rest of the way. Right there. then I want to hit that. What's her name? The
Nivras.
Nivras?
Nivras. Yeah, I want to shoot Nivras with a longbow.
Okay, that will hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Okay.
Nice.
You have to make a concentration check.
Fail. Oh,
Oh.
That's fine. I have another attack.
Okay, so let me just
yeah.
okay,
Hey.
that'll hit as well. Okay. Come on, Nivras.
What? This is redunculous.
Okay, but you, for those who can see Nivras, again, Quen, you're really the only one who'd have a clear line of shot. You can see Nivras is looking a little worse for wear. You guys sort of beat her up a little bit last time, but you can see from those two arrows that are now embedded, one in her shoulder, one in her rough midriff, right about hip level. You can see blood starting to pour out. She's looking in some pretty rough shape.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Brings us to Devonay.
Well, the instruction was behind me, and the shield guardian is still behind me. That's where Devonay is going to go.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Is there a range to suggestion?
Let me double check. If you mean, does it have a range after, like, if you get outside of the range, will it stop? No. It's
Yeah.
concentration up to 8 hours, so I could tell Devonay to go back to Port Nyanzaru, and she would travel that direction for 8 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
So Devonay.
And so let's see here. As Devonay's about to pick a fight with the Shield Guardian.
Good
That will
luck.
bring us to this creature in front of Chihuahua, who's going to take. Actually, is not going to bother taking a strike with the scimitar. She doesn't seem to be having much luck with that. So as you watch, is she puts the scimitar back in the belt, puts both hands up in front of her face, and then pulling them to the side, spews out this noxious poison gas right at you.
Yeah, gross.
So I need you to make a Constitution save.
Alrighty. Or take 0.5 damage.
Can't round beneath one, unfortunately.
It's like just her having bad breath.
Yeah. You get slightly nauseous as you take 1 point of damage as this woman attempts to spew poison and just belches rather loudly in your face.
Can I use my reaction to... Oh, wait. Hang on. Can I do that again? Or is that like a long rest type of feature?
Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
I don't believe it's a long rest to my knowledge.
No,
But
it's
I've
not. It's just
also
a
never
first level
played
spell.
I believe it just burns the
decision,
spell slot.
decision. Do I want to burn my last spell slot? To be a jerk. Yeah, I definitely do. Alright, I'm gonna hellish rebuke again. So as
Okay,
she
that-
like winds back and like spits on him, he kind of blinks at her and he's like, "Ugh." And he goes, "Ugh," and all of his tattoos like charge up and a big of lightning comes off of him.
And that's a dexterity save. for that,
Dexterity
right?
save, yeah.
That's
fails.
not going to make it.
So she takes 16 lightning damage.
Nice.
Wow.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
As you watch, as she visibly falls down to one knee and then starts to right herself, she is definitely shaken and is now actively starting to like look around, looking for more help, more backup, something. And that will bring us over to you, which, as this is running by, Quen, all of a sudden, to the east of you, 2 short bow shots come flying over. The first one with advantage, and that is, come on, that's a 16 to hit.
No, that won't hit.
Okay, and then the second one is a 23.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
As you notice, another Yuan Ti popped out of the bushes, and you have 2 left. Oh wait, that's right. We had to roll for the first one. Roll another d20 for me.
Another one? Okay.
Yeah, because there were 2 shots. The first shot I should have had you roll a d20 for as well. Okay, so the second shot you do manage to divert to one of your mirror images. Let me just check the mirror image spell with the... Okay, when you have 2 duplicates, you roll an 8 or higher. Okay,
Yeah.
so actually both of them go to your duplicates.
Uh-huh.
So given your dex bonus of 4,
4.
2 more of your duplicates disappear as the arrows sink into them. You now have 1 duplicate left.
Ah.
As now there's only 2 Quens standing just to the north of Solana. And that brings us over to this snake that, looking at Tuala and the shape that he's currently in, is going to start moving closer to try to get around. So it's entering into your threat range, I believe. Have you used your reaction yet, or
well,
no?
Yes, but no. So I just realized something. I was going to wait until my turn because I didn't want to interrupt. I can't cast spells while I'm raging, and I'm raging, so I could not have done the Hellish Rebuke just there.
Oh no.
So
No.
I can't do that. So she untakes 16 lightning damage. But that does then free up my reaction to glaive attack that snake as it moves into my range. So
okay.
I'll do that.
Oh, okay, so go ahead and make yours, right?
Nope.
And unfortunately, that will miss. Actually, were your last attacks reckless? You did attack recklessly, I think, on your last turn,
I attacked
right?
recklessly on my last turn, yes.
Which means all attacks throughout the remainder of your turn are reckless, so that will hit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yay!
I didn't know
That's
that.
Thank you, Helmer and Michael.
13 slashing damage.
Okay, so as you carve into the snake as the head reels back, as it continues to move forward and gets a little further, you watch as the snake's body starts to elongate.
What?
Uh-oh.
And out of the head of the snake, arms sprout.
What?
As now this snake is shedding back to its actual normal form.
What?
And you watch as this massive Yuan Ti stands in front of you, drawing his sword and just looking down upon you.
Oh.
And that will end his turn and bring us over to here. And Solana, as you're face to face with this massive half snake, half humanoid creature, all of a sudden from the bushes just to your north, a scimitar blade slashes out at you.
Great! Oh, look, it
That's
hits.
a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit me. Hold on.
As springing out of the undergrowth right beside you is another woman.
How
who is now
could I
taking her
miss
second
you?
attack.
Ah, that'll hit too.
Okay, so that's 8 points of slashing with the first, and as she comes back up your body, carves up for another 3 slashing as she drags the scimitar along your stomach and chest. And that will bring us over to... where? Okay. I'll bring us over to... Okay, come on, people. back to Solana.
Okay, I'm gonna do a moonbeam. And I know it's a
Okay.
5-foot radius, so I think it's gonna... Let me see. It's now 2 centers, so... If I do it at, like...
Well, it's going to hit... It'll completely encompass one, we'll call it square.
What about,
So
like...
you could aim it at the, like...
The empty square?
Yeah, you could put it on the empty square, but it's not going to hit anybody. It's going to fill that square. You could aim it at the intersection of the squares, like put it right in between these 4 squares.
Yeah.
And hit the 2 of them, but you'd also hit yourself.
I'm gonna take the attack of opportunities from them and, like, run. And then I'll cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Where am I running? Hold on. Stupid. I'm gonna run back into this thing. Because I can.
Okay.
Run, like, there.
So as you go to try to run, the Dante is going to take its attack with its scimitar.
That's fine.
That's a
That
16.
Does not hit.
And then the other one's going to take her attack. That's a 13, so that
Does
isn't going to
not
hit either.
And then I'm going to cast Moonbeam at... how many third level
Okay.
spells do I play? Yeah, 3rd level. Oh, I forgot to do that. Tuala, sorry.
I don't know what you're talking
Devonay's
about.
having-
I didn't do anything.
Devonay's
Oh.
having a great time. She only has one foe.
Can I,
Nobody else around.
can I retcon that
Haven't taken any damage.
and do it towards Nevros instead? Because I'm kind of in the brush and maybe I can see her better. Can I do it against Nevros?
Go ahead and make a perception check. We'll see how well you can see Nivras as you were focused on those two.
Okay, perception.
Yep, with that roll, sure.
Okay, yes. Okay, I will
Okay.
cast it on Nevros.
So is there a saving throw for that or no?
Let's see.
There is, but weirdly enough, if you're a Yuan-Ti pureblood, you don't get to make the saving throw. You just take damage. It's like a really weird subset of the rules
Hey, you know.
for whatever reason.
A Constitution saving throw, or take half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so taking the full damage.
Yeah, a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. Does that mean Yuan-Ti?
Well, some of them, not all are shape
Okay.
changers.
Okay. Anyway, she takes
Okay,
the
so
full
that
damage.
is definitely taking damage. And fails the concentration check.
Yes!
So,
You have
Devonay, you
Devonay
start to
back.
feel like... What am I doing chasing up here? What's going
Where is
on?
everybody? What?
And in the meanwhile, Solana, you can see Nimros is definitely in some rough shape, and her head is now whipped back at you as she's down on one knee, breathing heavy, with this plume of mystical energy just cooking over her.
Haha. I'm very
And that
awesome.
will bring us over to this individual, who is not... actually, Solana, do me a favor. I need you to make a concentration check as well for your plant growth.
No, it's not concentration.
It's not concentration. How long does it last then?
I did speak with plants,
Oh, speak with plants. That's right.
so that lasts 10
And that's
minutes.
not concentration?
Nope, 10 minutes. And neither is plant
Wow.
growth.
Not bad.
Yeah, so good for
Okay.
me for thinking of that instead
So
of doing...
suck it, Yuan-Tis.
Yeah, instead of entangle, do plant growth.
So with that is this thing is not going to chase in. This individual moves up to attack Quen
Oh, sorry, Quinn.
and is going to attempt to constrict
My
Quen.
Oh, oops, I just did a thing.
And that is a 20. Let me check with what is the number you need when you have one left? With one duplicate, you must roll an 11. Okay, yeah, you rolled a 20. So that is going to come at you, and that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you take 13 bludgeoning damage,
Rude.
and you are now grappled. I should say, until you're grappled in, you are now restrained by the Auntie.
Ooh.
And that will
I'm,
bring
I'm
us...
grappled and restrained.
No, it said until the grapple ends, you are restrained.
Okay.
So you are currently restrained by the Auntie, and that will bring us over to this individual who is up on the rock looking at... Well, was looking at Tuala, but is now looking down at Solana, who is just starting to cook Nivras,
Ah.
and is going to take 2 short bow shots at you.
Oh,
As a
what the...
22.
Yes, that'll hit.
So that is 4 piercing and 7 poison,
4 piercing.
and 20 for the second shot.
What in the heck?
She's got the
I'm
elevation.
looking-
She's on top of a rock.
I'm looking pretty rough right now, guys.
And that
I gotta
is
make
3
a-
piercing and 6 poison,
Yeah.
as 2 short bow arrows are now stuck into your shoulder and clavicle.
Ah,
And that will bring us to this individual, who is going to take a bite out of Tuala, hopefully. That is a 20... Oh, nope, does not have flanking, so that is a 15.
No, it does not hit.
Okay, so that will end its turn. That brings us to you.
Alrighty. I am going to... Let's see if we can start picking some dudes off here. I'm going to attack recklessly again.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim my first strike at this one.
Which one, the snake or the...
Sorry, this one. This lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that'll hit.
Okay. Uh-oh. What happened?
uh-oh, I lost your camera.
Oh.
And you.
You are no longer in roll 20.
I disappeared! He swings his glaive so hard he cuts through the fabric of reality and teleports into the astral plane.
Oh no. No one can find him there, except for Quentin. Quentin might be able to find him. You're in a pocket dimension.
Oh, waiting on Tuala jumping back in. I just want to give a shout out to Digitio for naming a beverage at some inn I make in a future game, the Tuala Froth,
Hey!
in the Jungle Cafe.
Ew, that's gross.
Hey, we have Tuala back in. Hey, that is 4 slashing damage.
4 slashing. Hang on, I gotta add the lightning to it. Lightning. Oh crap! Somebody was supposed to take lightning damage when I raged. I forgot to do that. That's okay.
Okay, retcon it. Go ahead and roll it.
I am not good at barbarian. Well, let's just continue to do her. So she's got to make a dex save,
Okay. Dex save.
which she
17.
succeeds, so she takes half damage. She takes 1
Okay.
damage.
Well, she is starting to look a little rough. Not horrendously, but
I'm gonna continue
a
to
little rough.
wail away at her. I'll take my second attack at the same one there.
Okay.
So I still have advantage.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, reckless attack once you declare that.
Oh, crit!
Never mind, doesn't count. All right, go ahead and roll some damage.
Is that-
Oh, that is definitely looking like she is in rough shape now.
Is that? Do I roll that again, or did it double it already for me?
No,
Oh,
it
did
did
already
both.
doubled.
You, it's 17.
Okay, nice. Then I will use my bonus action to glaive haft. Same lady.
Okay. That'll hit as well.
For an additional 6.
Okay, she's down on one knee now. She is beaten, bloodied, but is still on her feet.
Bring all the snakes with arms you can muster.
No, don't.
you all.
No, don't encourage that. They can use telepath. No more snakes.
So with that, this one here being close to you now, Solana, as you have charged back into the fray,
Yes.
going to come forward and again getting right up in front of you is going to put a hand in front of her face and then move it and attempt to spit poison at you.
Gross.
So that is a need you to make a Constitution save for me.
Okay.
As
Wow.
you take 8 poison damage, as this one would go, and this sickly green mist just slams into your face.
I need to start with the self-care right now.
Turns out that the Yuan-Ti's greatest weakness is Altoids.
Yeah.
This week's episode brought to you by Altoids.
Yes.
And Tums.
And Tums.
Now, Moonbeam, they take damage at the start of their turn,
Yes,
correct?
they do.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage, and that was a Constitution save?
Yeah, and that's at level 3. I cast it.
Okay. So,
14.
okay, where's my Constitution save? Okay, so
That
she
is
saved,
my
so that's
spell
half
save.
damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And as the group of you watch, as Nivra starts looking around, and then slowly her body just starts to burn as she collapses to the ground. She is
Yay!
now off
Yes.
of there. And that will bring us over to Quen, who is currently restrained by this
Oh, yeah.
large creature.
That's not good.
Okay, so I'm restrained. What do I do?
So when you're restrained, your speed is 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves. You can use an action if you want to attempt to break out of the hold. It's a DC 13.
What do I roll to break out of the hold?
It's a strength check.
Just a strength check? Oh gosh.
Yep.
I have not that. Okay, I'm gonna cast Misty Step again.
Perfect. Where are you going to?
I'm gonna go right behind this ugly lady here and just be like, surprise! And then, okay, so I use my bonus action to Misty Step,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna knife her.
Okay.
Bookmark 2 times.
So those will hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Oof. Bookmark is not a nice toy. Okay. But both of those definitely hit as you drive Bookmark into this person twice. Anything else you'd be doing? That's
No, that's it.
okay. So that'll bring us over to Devon A.
Oh, realizing that she's like way far away from everybody, she's gonna start running back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the square I picked. Okay, and she is going to send a couple of magic missiles over at. Well, from this distance, can she tell, if that snake, actual snake, full snake, is damaged at all, or is the bigger snake, half guy thing more dangerous?
From this distance, the regular snake is probably mostly obscured by the thick foliage that Solana has grown. So given Tuala being right there, Devonay's first thought would probably be the larger half man, half snake creature. But you can make a perception check if you want.
Well, either one's good, and just wonder what I can see. So I'll target the snake man.
You can definitely see the snake man much easier.
Yeah, he's also really close to the edge, so
Yeah.
I'm going to send a couple of magic missiles his way.
Okay. Fire away and let's see what we got.
Ooh.
Nice.
Not bad. As Tuala, you notice as you're sort of flying around and striking at this and that, all of a sudden you hear these 4 impacts behind you
Pew, pew.
as this
Pew pew.
Creature lets out a cry.
That's how they sound. Pew!
This creature lets out a cry and whips its head over its shoulder, looking for the source of the irritation.
He just kind of throws his head back. And you thought I was going to be a problem.
All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so that brings us to this individual in front of Tuala, who is in extremely rough shape. Is going to... at this point is going to make... it is going to take the disengage action
Ooh.
and start running away from Tuala as far as it can get due to the overgrowth, which is only right there. That will bring us over to this one that is over and just been stabbed twice by Quen. And is going to look at Quen and, in response, pull out her scimitar and take 2 swipes at Quen. And that is a 20, which will go to you, as the 20 wasn't, the D20 wasn't over 11. Does 3 points of slashing. Then the second attack is a nat 1, so it misses horrendously.
Nice.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to use my Swordbreaker dagger to mitigate that damage? So it's 1d4 plus Dex mod.
Swordbreaker.
I knew
3
that.
damage?
It's been so long since that's one of the plus artifacts items, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Just gotta
Quinn
look,
takes
I can't
negative 2
remember that.
damage.
Quen actually heals from that.
Gets slightly healthier.
Yeah, so you managed to block the let's see. Oh, yeah, so it actually is going to cause the weapon to have a okay, let's see here. So that will block the damage. Okay, and that will bring us over to this individual then.
Is that my friend?
Who's
Oh,
going
it's my
to
friend.
Yep.
move over a little to, again, try to get a little more surrounded on you, and is going to make 2 scimitar attacks at you. You did attack reckless, so these both have
He has
advantage
advantage,
on you. So first one,
Yup.
24.
Oh.
That is 9 slashing. Oh, but you're raging, so that's half
I
to
am
4.
raging. Yep.
And then next one is 22, so that's half to 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
So take.
So both a hit, a
6
total of
total?
6 damage.
All right.
How's Tuala looking?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
He's
So I'm not
looking a little
looking too
frothy, a little carved up, but
Okay. I think I'm looking
And that
worse.
He does not appear concerned at this
Okay.
point with his physical state.
this will bring us over to this. Dio is going to move down a little bit and take a couple more pot shots over at Solana.
I might die.
That is an 18.
That hit.
Ah,
I might die.
That is 13
No.
points of poison damage.
stop it!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go unconscious, guys.
Shh.
Next one is 14. Does that hit?
No. Oh god.
Okay. That will bring us
Alex, okay.
over here. Okay. Oh, come on, you silly git. Oh, no, not... Okay. So, coming to you, Devaney, as you're running down towards this tree, all of a sudden, from the north side of the tree, you get a short bow bolt comes flying over at you.
Man, we had
That is
2
an
days
11.
to set up our defense. We did a terrible job, you guys.
And then
All kinda
the
clustered
next one does
together.
not have advantage. And that is an 18. Does an 18 hit?
That will hit.
Okay, so you take 7 piercing and 4 poison damage. As then, just go ahead and make a perception check, a freebie, as you just took a shot from over there. Okay, and that is enough to see another large creature
Oh no!
with a bow and arrow taking aim at you. Oh, that's it does not have advantage as you've seen it, but it's 23 on the first shot and 9 on the second.
Well, 23 definitely hits.
You take 4 points of piercing damage as that bolt slams into you. And that will bring us over to Solana.
Anna's gonna heal herself. Really a lot. Cure wounds at level. You know what? Sana's gonna turn into a giant ape. I think this is an appropriate moment.
This is an appropriate moment for Ape.
Yep,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. She usually holds that in her back pocket so she doesn't piss off her teammates, but she's gonna do the giant ape thing. And pull up the stats for that right now. Do you have the thing for that, Matthew? The token?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But
Where did you put it? Who knows? But give me a second. I'm pretty sure we can find our.
I put it on the landing page, I think.
I was getting ready to do something real dumb on my turn to try and save Solana. So I'm glad she
Okay.
giant aped.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So Solana's gonna disappear down here just so we don't have to.
yeah.
Giant ape is about 3x3 square, so we're just gonna go. That's
Yeah, I need to
No,
fix the
that's it.
token.
yeah.
So
We can deal with the token another point, but that's roughly about the size of your giant ape.
okay. So the
Now
first
that's
thing...
an action for you to change, right?
Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna stand here and look very large and intimidating.
Look very hairy.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at
Okay.
Twala and roar, actually. So I can give him inspiration, kind of, but not really. But yeah, I'm gonna roar.
Okay, so that will bring us over to this thing that now sees a massive ape appear. It is going to run over this way. And actually,
You're muted? Can anyone hear him?
I had a moment.
Oh, okay.
I started to cough, so I muted myself and got to.
Okay.
Taking ape with
Okay. So 10 piercing.
so 10 piercing and second shot
One
is
not
a
hit.
7. That's gonna
Yeah.
miss wide, I think.
Yes.
Okay, that will bring us over to this individual who
Sees a giant
are you
ape.
dead? Who sees a giant ape? Everyone sees the giant ape now. That's 9. This one appears a little freaked out by a giant
Yep.
ape appearing out of nowhere. They're going to miss wildly.
Yeah.
And this will bring us over to our snake, who is going to take another bite attack at Tuala. And that is a 22.
Yup.
So that is 5 piercing and 4 poison, so that's going to be 2 and 4.
Okie doke.
A total of 6. And that brings us to Tuala.
Okay.
Hook.
I am going to...
Kill the thing.
I had made this decision up until it was my round, and now I feel like it's a bad idea. No, it's what Tuala would do. I'm going to incur the attacks of opportunity. Or a attack of opportunity. I'm going to step forward.
Oh, okay. It'll take its one swipe with its scimitar.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to attack her recklessly.
Okay.
Nice.
That'll
I
hit.
never end up needing it whenever I recklessly attack. 11 slashing to her plus 1 lightning.
Okay, so as you carve into her back, she just crumples and collapses to the ground.
Yes.
Nah, those who run have no honor. And I turn back around and I'm gonna go after Snaky McSnakeface over here. The one that doesn't have people arms.
Yet.
Oh, with a 9, a hefty 9.
And that'll unfortunately miss.
And as a bonus action, I will glaive haft the same one.
Okay, and
And
that'll hit.
6 bludgeoning.
Okay. And stay where you are?
I already took that 1. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Boop.
Okay.
Come at me, bro. I get to glaive you if you move closer to me.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to this individual who is now literally right in front of this giant ape.
Yeah.
So, much as before, both hands come up and she's going to spew poison gas almost straight up because this thing is freaking massive. I need you to make a constitution save as a giant ape.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 4 points of poison damage as you get a slight whiff of this somewhat foul odor from down in front of you somewhere.
I kind of
And
look at the bottom of my foot and like,
And that'll bring us to Quen.
come on, Quinn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and knife this lady who's in front of me again
Do it.
with green flame blade.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll
Nice.
definitely hit.
Then I'm gonna follow up with bookmark.
Okay. So you can definitely tell the green flame blade does hurt, but still breathing at that point. But with bookmark, you managed to put her down as you drive the blade
Yeah.
into her.
Nice.
She collapses to the ground in front of you.
I go, bah, come at me, bro.
And anything else? You staying where you are, or
I move right there and I make a menacing gesture to the one standing right here.
okay? Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Come on, Quinn. Be intimidating. That's okay.
Okay, so we will see what happens. That'll bring you Devon A, who you were taken down south to join the fray, but now there appear to be 2 people off to your side.
Okay, so the first thing she's going to do is shout generally down towards the other people that she knows are there somewhere, saying, there's more up here! And then she's going to do the good old fireball.
Ah.
Making sure
Where?
not to hit herself, but the 2
Oh,
people
God.
to her west.
I was going to come on, light all that brush on fire and tool
Oh,
all
yeah.
the ape.
Definitely.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, and we'll have some saving throws made here.
DC is actually 15. I still haven't fixed that, apparently.
No, mine won't go up for Thunderbolt either.
Okay, so we need dexterity saves. So Snakehead first. Fails.
Yeah.
And the young lady fails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a start.
both take 20. There's a massive explosion rocks the tree just to the north of all of you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move backwards a little bit.
Okay.
To about there, yeah.
Okay.
I'm also going to get the Volta to actually get his butt out of the tree and start helping. I'm going to ask him to go find the closest enemy in the brush and start annoying it. So hopefully we'll have advantage for one of my friends.
Okay, go ahead and roll a D2 for me. Okay. So, for whoever takes the first attack on this guy, they will have advantage on it. As they can see, this little bird starting to pester around and fly around his head. And this one, seeing that Tuala's moved inwards towards the group a little bit, he's actually looking out. Let's see here. He's really not. No, he's not going to run. He's going to come right up into Tuala's face again.
Glaive reaction attack. Yeah, 13.
Okay, that'll hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Play slash.
And as you slash into it, he is going to attempt to constrict you.
Ooh.
Ah,
Fail miserably, as that glaive just seems to have thrown him off his game a little bit.
you cannot constrict me. I am too strong.
And with that, this young woman, seeing Quen charging down at her, is going to look up at Quen and say, No, this is all wrong. I suggest you go up there and kill the young lady who is charging down this direction. And Quen, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. As all of a sudden, this young woman's idea of running up and attacking Devaney just feels like it's the right thing to do. And that will end her turn as she's looking at you and bring us up to this woman who is going to take 2 pot shots at Devaney after Devaney has just exploded a massive fireball into them. That's
Devaney will say, well, I was feeling a little bit chilly, so, I thought it was appropriate.
It's an 18 on the first one and a 22 on the second. Does the 18 hit?
I would like to use my shield reaction, but that will only stop the first one. The 22
okay.
will still hit.
So you take 6 piercing damage and 4 poison as you would throw your arm up and manage to create your arcane shield in front of you. But the second one still manages to scrape across your arm and you can feel some of the poison enter your bloodstream. As that will bring us to this creature that is going to attempt to charge up to you, at least as far as he can get. And not being able to reach the whole distance is going to take 2 shots with his longbow. That is a 14 and an 11. I don't think either of those are going to, especially not with your shield up.
No, but yeah, they both miss.
And that'll bring us back to the grape ape.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit the lady in front of me. Right in front of me.
Oh, if you miss, I will laugh. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. fist. So
She's still on her feet. Well, as much as one can be on the feet, as this giant fist just pounds into
It's
her
actually just
skull.
like a head on top of a pair of feet. You crushed the rest of her body into each other.
okay, this slinky woman, I'm gonna hit her again.
Oh!
That'll hit as well.
Fist.
As
Damn.
there is no longer a Wanty there. There is just marmalade. There is just nothing but paste in the grass.
Oh my god.
Okay, and since I can only move half my movement, I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay.
About there, yeah. Because I can move 40. So.
Okay, and that ends your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to this creature. Let's see. That just would not work. So it's going to take 2 shots with a longbow at the giant ape that just splattered somebody, and that's an
Okay.
11
Will not hit.
and an 8.
Will not hit. My AC is
so it
so
is.
low, too.
Yeah, it seemed to be doing better when you were at a higher AC.
I know,
Literally could not hit the broadside of a barn.
Okay, and that will bring us over to you. Are you dead? Who are you? Oh no, you're over here.
Rock.
Okay, you're on the rock. So, and rock is going to take 2 shots over at you. Actually, are you still within range? Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so take 2 shots over at you. That is 8
No.
and 6.
No!
Wow.
Solana got hit more than
Good
this.
job, Solana.
Oh my goodness.
Nice lower AC.
And this will bring us over to the, as Tuala referred to him, the snake face.
Snake, you make snake face.
I'm thinking of snake face.
And this snake is going to attempt to constrict Tuala now. And that's a 10, so that's going to
No,
fail.
he has advantage because I recklessly attacked.
That's right. That's a 17.
That does hit.
Okay, so you take 9 bludgeoning damage as this large snake wraps itself around your body, and you are now restrained.
Oh,
So I
no.
take 4 because of rage, right?
Oh, yeah, half damage raging, so 4.
Okay.
And then that brings us to you. So you are 0 movement. You can still make attacks. They are at disadvantage, or you can use your action to try to break out.
Alrighty, so if I recklessly attack, plus having a Volta there, do I negate disadvantage with a reckless attack plus gain more advantage because of Volta?
No, it wouldn't stack.
Oh, nuts.
Alright,
So you could make a straight roll if you wanted to attack, even if you don't do reckless. With a Volta there, the first attack would be a straight roll, and then if you did a second without reckless, it would be disadvantage. But
yeah, I'm gonna continue to recklessly attack because barbarian, and I'm gonna take my first shot at this one that's constricting me.
oh, okay.
20.
Well, no, it's disadvantage because
Oh, it negates it.
yeah. So you have a straight roll, so that's
Straight
a
roll,
12,
It's a 12 hit.
which will hit.
Hey, 4 slashing, plus an additional 3 lightning.
So it's a little odd sensation for you, sort of a tingle as this thing is wrapped around you as the lightning courses through the snake. It feels rather almost like a massage to you.
Oh, hey. And I guess I should. So it's a straight roll no matter who I attack here, right?
Right.
Did I? Quinn hasn't acted yet, so it's unlikely that I know that this lady down here did a suggestion, right?
No, at this point you probably wouldn't know.
All right,
with
so I will.
the giant ape smushing somebody into the ground, there's just a lot of noise going on right now.
I will Can I attempt to grapple this guy?
Sure. Let's go ahead and this is going to be interesting. Oh, strength v strength.
22, because I'm raging.
7. Okay. So
All right,
you are
so
now restrained by the snake, and
The
you
snake has
have
got me, and I have the other one.
now...
This is amazing.
Oh my god.
This is like the cover of those like old Tarzan books where he's like restrained by a boa constrictor, but he has like a hold of like another snake.
The snake has my torso, and I'm like mushing its head away from me as it's trying to bite me, and then I like headlock the other guy, and just
Okay. And that next Yanti is the one that the giant ape just turned into Jello. So that brings us to Quen.
I have a question. So, am I like charmed? Or like what?
You're an elf, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are Aladdin immune? Are
oh,
Aladdin
resistance!
So that's a 15 because I have advantage.
immune? So let me check here, because I don't know what there's...
Well, last time I was, not last time, but last game when I was attempted to be charmed by suggestion, I had advantage. But when I was just charmed this game, my advantage, it was like a 3 and a 10, so I still probably would have failed.
Yeah, you would have failed either way with that. I didn't even think of that, though. Yeah, so no, you would feel that. Yeah, that actually beats their DC for it.
Yeah!
So I just look at this Yuan Chi as she says that, and I don't even blink. I just like walk forward to her, and I'm gonna like do the same deal of
The Shanky thing?
Oh wait, no, not that one. I meant to do green flame blade. Sorry.
Oh,
Missed
okay.
it.
So go ahead and roll your green flame blade.
Then-
Okay, so that'll hit.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Okay, so roll some damage.
All the damage.
Sorry, I gotta move the credit for a minute.
That's
Every
awesome.
damage.
Okay, that's... Wow.
That's a lot of damage.
20... so there is... Nothing, that one just falls to the ground.
Man, why am I a giant ape? You guys are like cleaning house.
Okay, so put that back over there.
You didn't
Okay,
want to
so-
die, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, I didn't want to die.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Devonay then, is... Quen marches right up and just obliterates another one of these individuals.
Well, Devonay is gonna go up to this snake dude and try to stab him with her swords.
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
Or at least she'll try.
So that is going to miss, unfortunately. That one will not, though. That will take 6 damage as you carve into him. Okay, and you've got one more, I think, right? And that
Yep.
will hit as well. Oof. Actually, he's definitely looking a little rough, but is still on his feet.
All right, I'm going to stay where I am, and then I'm going to ask Avalta to do the same thing he did last round to harry
Okay.
one of those
Yep.
snake
so-
people by Tuala.
Okay, so we'll just leave him harrying the same person as Tuala currently has that individual grappled. And that will bring us over to that same individual who is currently grappled by Tuala. And well, it really can't go anywhere. It's not going to bother trying to break out. And it is just going to... Let's see. Yeah, so grapple does not affect attacks. So it's just going to start attacking at Tuala. And given that
Why did I have disadvantage then last round?
Because you were grappled.
you're restrained by the restriction.
Oh, different thing. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So you're restrained, he's only grappled. And where you are restrained, the 2 attacks from this guy do have advantage on you. So our first attack is a
Nope.
12. Second attack is a 20.
Yup.
So that is 2 slashing damage.
Two slashing.
And that will end its turn. That one is dead. This one up here is going to take 2 more shots at Devaney with her short bow. That's an 11. And a 4, missing wildly on both. This one right in front of you, getting irritated at being carved at and cut, is going to attempt to constrict you. And that's a 19.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, so you take 11 bludgeoning damage, and you are now restrained. And that will bring us over to Solana, the Grape Ape.
She's gonna stride over here and try to hit this guy. Where's my sheet? I'm doing too many things at once. Alright, so I'm gonna try to punch this guy. Did I click it? No, I didn't. Yeah, I punched
That'll
him.
hit.
I punched him for 25 points.
Jesus. Oh, I gotta move you because you're on my token.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch again.
That'll hit as well.
20.
Oof, it is still on its feet, but it is looking beaten and bloody.
I roar really loudly at it.
Okay, so as you roar,
What?
It
it
pees a little.
just
Oh.
it just looks up at this giant ape. And seeing that, knowing what it is,
I know, I can't tell either.
yeah, that's. Okay, Matt, I'm going to ask you a question as another DM because the
Yo.
ability is not clear. Wild shape.
Wild
When a
shape.
druid's in wild shape, can the wild shape understand languages it knew?
I'm not wild shaped, I'm polymorphed.
You're polymorphed?
Yeah.
I thought
Polygrade.
you said
giant ape
wild
with
shape.
No, I'm polymorphed.
Oh,
The simple answer to that is no.
You're
Yeah,
saying
no.
intelligence and wisdom, don't you?
Not in polymorph.
Not in polymorph.
not in polymorph. I thought,
Polymorph?
yeah, that changes it because with wild shape, you keep all your mental stats.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
But
I meant to say
polymorph.
I thought I
so
said
I
it was
misunderstood
polymorph.
what you did. So, yeah, that's I'm just looking real quick. Yeah,
So I don't think
that's
I
fine.
would.
Two different
Yeah.
things completely.
I can't wild shape into anything this big, ever.
So this creature is not gonna.
Would it now?
I'm gonna abuse this because it doesn't say it can't do it to huge freaking things, and it's gonna try to constrict the giant ape.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's no size restriction on the attack, so that's a 15.
That'll hit.
Ends
Okay.
up hugging one of the legs.
Yeah.
Giant
is
ape now has a snakeskin anklet.
So as this ape is punching down onto this thing, as you reach down and slam your fist into it the second time,
Mm-hmm.
this Yanti wraps around your wrist and around your leg, keeping you bent at a strange angle.
I am not
And you are now
pleased.
technically restrained.
Oh, I'm not pleased.
That will bring us over to this individual who
Rock.
is going to take pot shots at you.
Yeah.
Just have to check the distance. As that is just over. She'll move a little bit closer and take a couple of shots at you. And given you are restrained, she does have advantage on these 2 shots.
Okay.
So first one is 11.
Will not hit.
Second is 23.
That'll
Oh.
So that is 10 points of piercing damage and 14 poison as
Okay.
this arrow slams into the back of your thigh.
Roar!
Bring us over to our snake, who is currently constricting Tuala and is going to attempt to take a bite out of him.
That's no good.
And that is a 17 to hit.
Yup.
So that is 7 piercing and 10 poison damage. Oh, sorry,
13 total.
13. Yeah,
How are you looking?
math.
He does not appear concerned with his physical status.
That does not help me when you say that every single time.
He looks like a small morsel of rock food to a giant ape.
Yeah. Okay.
And that brings us to Tuala, who is currently wrapped by a snake, grappled the snake man. There is just some weird sort of wrestling match going over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have to let go of the snake man to make an attack with my glaive, right?
Because it's a 2-handed weapon, yeah.
Yeah. Is it two-handed or is it versatile? It might be versatile.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, I'm two-handing it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let go of Snake Man. I'm gonna recklessly attack the this guy.
Okay.
And actually, as a bonus action, I'm gonna drop my rage. And I'm gonna recklessly attack and use Green Flame Blade. Oh!
Man.
As
Yeah.
per usual, as soon as I recklessly attack, I don't need it. Alrighty.
Okay.
So that's this guy.
Okay, so that's, wow, 10, 17, 22.
Theoretically, plus 4 more lightning damage.
Well, roll it again because it doubles the dice.
Ooh.
So just roll the Storm Aura again.
Oh, okay.
Doubles all the dice on that attack, so...
Alright. Again, another 3 lightning damage.
Okay. Jiwanch, is it... And you said you were attacking the actual snake that's grappled you, right?
The one that's grappling me, yeah.
Yeah, so you can tell that took a massive chunk out of this thing as it now has a long gash along one side of its body.
Die? What a beehole. The other dude does take 5 lightning damage, this one, from the splash.
Okay.
Flame. And then my second attack I will take on... I guess the one grappling me makes the most sense.
Okay.
I will attack him, and that is a 24 to hit.
It's a 10 on that one.
Oh, right. It's
Still
that, so...
disadvantage. So, yeah, that is going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Quen. Where you can see arrows flying from the distance through this thickly sort of overgrown area in the middle. You can hear the ape roaring just below you, and you heard a fireball up in the north. You can see Devaney sort of tangling with one currently wrapped up by this creature.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna launch a longbow arrow at the giant snake that's grappling Tuala.
Okay. So that will hit. Go ahead. Okay. Throws an arrow 16 at that. It's still on its feet, so to speak.
Okay.
Ah!
And then I'm gonna move here. 5, 15. So because the giant ape is restrained, does that mean I can attack the serpent guy from where I am? Because he's like wrapped around the ape?
No, you'd have to get further down. The ape is a massive creature. So where you're coming down on one side, this Yanti is wrapped on the other side of the ape. And it's like 15 feet wide.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here then. Can I hit it from there?
You can shoot it with an arrow. You wouldn't be close enough to make a dagger attack with it without being right on top of it.
Okay. So I will do that.
Oh, okay. So that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, it is still on there, but it definitely now has an arrow sticking out of its side. Okay, anything else you'd be doing?
Gwen?
Gwen? Okay, not sure if we lost Gwen or not, but we will jump over to Devaney and see. Oh,
Yep, there he goes.
no,
That was
And there he
that
is.
was that was
Devaney.
Devaney. We lost
That was
first.
me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us over to Devaney.
Well,
We're currently constricted by this rather large snake creature, and you are now restrained.
I'm going to look up at him and smile mischievously, and then get one arm free, sort of, and pat him on whatever I can reach, and cast magic missile. Right, close contact.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your roll your attack, but you know what I mean.
Roll damage in this case.
Okay,
Nice.
as his body quakes a little from the multiple darts slamming into him, but he is still holding on. Anything else you'd be doing with your turn?
No, that will be it.
Okay. So I'll bring us over to this creature that is still tangling with Tuala, who's restrained by this massive snake next to him. It's going to take 2 more swipes with its scimitar against you. 25 with the first, so that is 5 points of damage.
Nope, I dropped my rage. I take full damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. So yeah, 11 points of slashing damage as it carves through the first time.
All right.
And then second attack is a 19, which will be 4 points of damage. And that will end his turn.
Okay.
And bring us up to this young lady in the north, who's going to take another 2 short bow shots over at Devaney. That's a 15 and a 19.
Well, the 19 will hit.
Okay, so that is 6 piercing and 5 poison as another short bow bolt slams into arrow slams into you. This will bring us down to, who are you? Oh, this is the one that's grappling Devaney currently, and is going to take 2 scimitar attacks at you. 24 for the first one,
Yep.
and 23 for the second, for a total of 16 slashing damage.
Ouch.
How's Devaney looking?
Not very good.
Oh no.
And that will bring us to Solana, who is currently restrained.
Yes, I am restrained, so
So you can take attacks. They are at disadvantage. You can make use your action and make a strength check to break out of the.
now I'm gonna try to attack this guy at disadvantage
Okay.
with my fist.
Given your multiplier, yep, that'll hit. Okay, so that crushes yet another one.
So much damage.
Okay. And then
As she's opening her own jam and jelly shop, folks.
gross. Let me see how far away I am from people. I'm gonna start wading into the growth here. I think I can get like that far.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'm gonna attack this one. Because I have a 10-foot punch range.
Okay.
Punch.
So.
So that'll hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
If that thing doesn't, I was gonna say I have done so much damage to that. If that doesn't die,
As that now collapses to the ground as well.
whoo. Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay, so that'll bring us over. Had to remove a couple people off the initiative counter as they have been taken out. And that will bring us over to this individual who, seeing this giant ape running rampant, is going to take 2 more shots with a short bow at it.
Yeah, I don't like this lady.
That is a 15
That'll hit.
and a 6. So you
That
take 6
won't hit.
piercing damage and 9 poison damage. As again, you feel that sort of sickly pulse
Yeah.
as the poison seeps into your blood.
I don't like her.
That one's gone. That brings us to Tuala standing in front of this other snake creature.
I'm gonna make a quick perception check of the battlefield. Okay. Some internal stuff I was doing.
So basically, you've got eyes on, well, to your knowledge, the last 3 remaining combatants.
Yeah, I just well, my character sheet's super duper lagging.
Yeah, we just lost your video.
Boy.
I hope roll 20 doesn't freeze again. That would be
Oh.
not nice.
What you trying to do?
Let me just refresh.
Okay.
Okay, so
There we go.
I just wanted to see, where is it? This one. So I can do this at will because of an Eldritch Invocation. So does it still, if I were to cast Beast Speech, does it still take my action to do it, or does that will just mean I can just do it?
You can do it at point, but it would still, like, you're still casting the spell
Okay,
as
alright,
the
so I'm not
spell,
gonna do
so it
it.
would be an action.
All right, I'm gonna refrain from doing that just yet, and instead I am going to. Let's see, I'm not currently raging, right? No.
Nope.
So I am going to recklessly attack with my lightning-infused ancestral glaive onto snake guy in front of me here,
Okay.
and beep. That's an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. Plus that, plus some lightning damage. 12.
You
15,
better kill
3.
this thing. It is your destiny.
So
I
that's
will not-
attack number 1.
I will not
Yep.
kill steal it.
So it's still on its feet.
Alright, attack number 2 is an 18.
That'll hit as well.
Ooh.
An additional 6 slashing.
Okay. Another gash carved across it. Still
And
looking at you.
How is it still up?
glaive haft with my bonus action
That'll hit as well.
for an additional 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It is still on its feet in front of you.
Oh, I'm gonna pull this guy's
How?
head off with my bare hands.
Yeah.
Assuming Solana doesn't mush him into
Nope.
jelly before,
Solana
before my next turn.
learned last time not to kill steal in big shoes.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to Quen.
Oh gosh.
So you can see this massive ape is just charged into the overgrowth. Twala, towards Tuala. You can see way across the way there's another Yanti on top of a rock.
Yeah.
And there's still Devaney up in the north, dealing with that Yanti that has her currently restrained.
She looks pretty bloody.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up to Devaney. I'm actually gonna dash, and while dashing, I'm gonna shout, "Leave one of them alive!"
Oh.
Hey,
And then
I
that's
that's
what I
thought
was
about
gonna beast speech and yell at Solana.
Okay, I was not going to do that, so good thing you said that. If
You
I
didn't
understood
understand
you.
it,
No,
I
no one
didn't.
heard anything yet,
Technically.
according to...
yeah.
Okay,
and
so-
and that's it because I used my dash action.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to Devaney.
Well, it's strength to try to get out of the grapple, right?
Correct, yes. It would take your action to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
Okay, so go ahead. And let me see, I don't think restrained gives any disadvantage on checks, but make sure.
I mean,
Would
21.
not matter either way. Yeah. So you managed to break out of the hold that this creature had you in. Is your action anything else you're doing?
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Second Wind, which
Okay.
is healing.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's pretty much my turn.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll yourself up a little over your second wind, while this Yanti that is currently dealing with Tuala is going to take 2 swipes with its scimitar at him. First one is a 25.
That'll hit, as it turns
seven.
out.
And that is 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And second one is a 24.
Oh,
that was
It's
also
not
hit.
a crit that time for 8 points of damage.
oh.
-7, -8. Okay.
How's Joel
That will
looking?
bring us.
He does not appear concerned with his physical health, but he does appear supremely jacked up.
Okay.
And that will bring us up to this individual just north of Devaney, who is going to take 2 more shots. Devaney with her short bow. That is a 7 and a 23.
Yeah, the 23 is gonna hit.
And that is 8 points of piercing damage and 12 points of poison for a total of 20 points of damage.
Devaney is on the ground.
Ah.
No! Not Deva Mom!
Okay.
Anyone but Deva Mom.
Anyone but Devin Mom.
And so as Devaney collapses onto the ground, let's see here.
Oh, by the way, Volta is still flying around Tuala,
Oh yeah.
because
Okay.
I forgot to say that.
Okay. So as Devaney collapses onto the ground, that brings us over to this Yanti, who is going to bend down, scoop up Devaney's body, and start fleeing with Devaney.
Oh, uncool. Uncool,
So-
dude.
Quen, you get to take a melee attack of opportunity as this person is taking off running. Okay, so that will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, so 8 points of damage as this individual is starting to flee. And that will bring us over to Solana, who is currently just come up and is seeing Tuala battling with this creature, getting pot shots from arrows over on the left.
Yeah, no, bad move, bro. Do not take Devin Mom. I'm gonna punch it in the face. Can I do that? I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Okay.
Just don't hit Devaney.
Nope. Will not
That will
it.
hit. Okay. And that manages to knock that creature to the ground.
Okay.
You've got
Like-
one attack left.
Like dead.
You're a giant ape. You have no clue.
Okay, I'm gonna punch it again for taking Devon Mom.
Oh, I thought you meant Devon.
No.
No, that is you turned it into jelly.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
De-
wasted a nat 20. Who can I throw something at? Nothing. Ah!
Only thing next to you is Devonay.
Okay.
You could throw Devonay across.
Gently
the
pet her.
Yeah, I would gently pet her, yes. And
Very
that's,
soothingly.
yeah, that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay, so that will bring us over to this Yanti again, who, looking at the battlefield and what is being dealt with here, is going to look between Tuala and the giant ape and realizing probably can't do much against the giant ape. It's going to take a couple of shots at Tuala, who is currently dealing with the other one of its cohorts. That is a 15 for the first shot.
21. She's got advantage.
Oh, because the reckless.
Yep.
Yes, that is 7 piercing and 8 poison.
Okay.
And then the second attack is 16,
That also hits.
and that is 5 piercing and 3 poison.
12 falls unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm the worst druid ever. Oh my god, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
I roar
she
loudly.
takes off, running back towards the jungle from whence she came. And that brings us to Tuala, who, Tuala, I need you to make a
I
death
need to
saving
make a
throw
death
for me.
save. That is a failure.
That is
A crit failure.
fail.
2, right?
So that
That's
is
2
2 fails. Yep.
Oh boy, boys and girls. Oh, I'm not doing good.
Oh
So
my
that
God.
will bring us over to Quen,
Oh, geez.
who you can see Devonay has collapsed. The creature that was carrying her has now been crushed into the ground. There's a giant ape standing protectively over Devonay. And as you look over, you can see there is a half man, half snake, but you don't see Tuala. He appears to have collapsed somewhere over there.
Okay. So I see that Devonay is pretty much not in immediate danger right now. So Quen is going to run over here because he just saw Tuala go down and he's gonna be like, no! And he's gonna attack that ugly UNT looking guy.
You're muted, DM.
Thank you. So first attack, both.
You went out again.
Okay. And what does Scream Flame Blade do again? That's not area of effect,
Extra
right?
fire damage
He
and
does
it
extra fire
life.
damage.
Okay, but is it area of effect or is it to a target you choose?
It's a target.
Okay. So your first attack is Tuala's collapse. That creature collapses.
Oh. My heart can't take this, you guys. I'm so close to dead. Ah!
Okay. That will bring us to Devonay, who I need to make a death save.
Do not crit fail. Okay.
Ah!
Okay,
Yeah.
that's 1 success for Devonay.
That's so close, though.
Oh, Devil Mom. If somebody has to live tonight, let it be Devil Mom.
Okay, this individual is going to take a couple of steps out here and seeing Quen has charged down and has his back to her. He's going to take 2 shots with her short bow at Quen. First one is a 17.
That does not hit.
The second is a 13.
That does not hit even more.
And then here's the rest of its movement to charge back this way. That individual is dead. Okay, so we come to the giant ape who has just watched another creature come out and take a pot shot down at the group.
Okay. Solana's not doing so well either, though. So, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna drop form.
Okay. So, giant ape vanishes, and a very weakened Solana appears in its
Yeah.
place.
I'm gonna charge in and heal Tuala. And I have land stride, so that doesn't impede me.
What's your total movement speed, though?
35.
30 or 35?
35.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cure wounds at 3rd level. Last 3rd level spell.
Okay. So
Alright.
Dwala definitely feeling a little better as Solana has
Alright.
charged over. And what does this look like, Solana?
Greenish light that envelops his body and slowly sinks into him. And I go, "You okay there, buddy?"
Did we win?
Not yet. We're still working at it.
Where's my glaive?
Where you go? Okay.
Grabbed the half of the glaive right I dropped it.
I'm probably gonna go down this round. Oh my god. Okay. Or you will again. It doesn't matter. Okay, my turn's over. My turn's over.
That brings us to the one who is starting to flee, and
Oh, she's
seeing
fleeing.
as you are starting to pick people up, he's gonna the druid.
Oh no. The druid does not have a...
That
no.
is a 15
No. No.
and a 9.
Yes. No.
Okay,
Oh, all right.
and she will continue using her movement to continue getting further away.
Are we
And
trying
that'll
to
bring us
keep
to
these people?
Tuala.
All right. Since I am not raging, he closes his eyes for a moment and uses his last spell slot. He calls within himself. He says, "If you are paying attention to this, they shall escape." And I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
So did he yell at me for helping him? I'm confused.
This is in his head. He's doing this.
Okay. Good. I'm like, he always seems mad at me, but I don't
And
know.
instead of expeditious retreating, he expeditious runs as fast as he freaking can to use a bonus action to dash after the how do I put up where's the ruler tool? I don't seem to have
It's
a ruler
underneath the
tool.
magnifying glass.
Underneath the magnifying glass.
It's like a little circle.
It looks like a circle with a little.
So I can run 80 feet. Let's see, how far can I
so
get?
it'll take you 60 because of Solana's spell
Sorry.
to get to right here.
Right, I'm
Is
not zoomed out enough.
Yeah. So literally, you can get to right over here with 60 feet of movement because.
But
of
I
the,
ignore that because of my earth.
Oh,
walk.
because of the art. Yeah, so you can get the full
Yes.
80.
All right, so I can go
Nice.
80 feet. Let's see, who can I catch? Oh, I can catch everybody, boys and girls. All right, I'm gonna use a bonus action to dash to this one, up north.
Okay.
Actually, no. I guess I shouldn't because I would have to go around that tree stump, which would cost me extra move. Whereas I can run
Yeah,
directly.
and it only stuck its head out when you were down. So yeah, you'd probably
Yeah, I don't really
run
know
to the
she's
south.
there. So I can still, I think, get to her. I'm having some scaling troubles here. Hang on.
Yeah, you can definitely get to the one.
All right. So yeah, expeditious retreat to bonus action. Run like the freaking wind. After this one, and I'm going to attempt to tackle it and grapple it to the ground.
Alrighty then. So as you charge up, go ahead and make your attempt, and this is going to use acrobatics to attempt to dodge out of the way. Don't think it's gonna
Oh, it's gonna
matter
make
with that roll. Yeah, I don't think so, but
Oh my goodness!
just a dodge.
No!
As Walla gets up and lets out this bellow and takes off like a bat out of hell. And literally, I mean, it's Tuala is next to you and then is up and gone, and just literally it is stunning the speed that this creature moved at. And as you come charging and tackle at this, she just happens to glance over her shoulder and just rolls out of the way as you come barreling through.
As a bonus action, or as a free action, I guess, can I make an intimidation check?
Sure.
All right. So as he like Superman attempts to like get her feet, and she gets out of the way of him. As he like gets a face full of jungle floor debris. I'd like to roll over and he just like sort of snarls at her, and at this point his like the pupils of his eyes have dilated to the point where like his eyes are just pure black. And he just like looks up as he kind of rolls over in this missed tackle and says, "If you value remains of your life, you will say so."
Okay.
Go ahead and make your intimidation check.
Alright, it's not too bad. Could be worse.
It's hard, a little hard to read her at the moment. She didn't seem overly concerned at first with the missed tackle, but this is sort of.
I feel like since he ran like 600 feet and caught up with her.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Quen.
Okay. So I'm gonna dash up to this one, glance at her, and say, "Hey, I'm not done playing yet," as Quen's eyes flash an icy, deathly blue. And that's my turn.
Okay. So that will bring us over to
Ominous.
Devonay, who I need to make another death.
Yes.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Does that
You
count as
are the
two?
anti-koala today, as you are now stable. And I believe with the nat 20, you are stable with 1 hit point and conscious again. So as all of a sudden you feel breath come back to your body and are more alert, and you can, as you glance around for a moment, you can see that there is. You really can't see Tuala in the other one, as they're well through the other side of the overgrown section. But you can definitely see Quen up north and the one that is trying to get away.
Yeah, I sort of get up on my elbows, not totally sitting up, and I look around and how did I get all the way over here? And I look at the guy beside me. What?
What little you can tell there was something beside you. It's more just a massive puddle of
True enough.
remains, but okay. So this one has been charged up on by Quen, and it is going to keep running to get away from Quen. But as it's running, so Quinn, go ahead and you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
All right.
This is now starting to run this way, so that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay, so you can definitely tell that this one is not looking too great, but as it's running away, it is going to take 2 shots with its short bow. Okay, first one is coming down at Solana.
Ooh, I might go down. Nope.
That
Oh,
is 14,
stop it!
And
Nope.
the second one is going down. Yeah, it's still shooting at you, Solana, as it knows you're the reason people are still breathing at this point.
When
Nope,
Devine
that's
sees
an
this, she
11.
lies back down really quickly and pretends to be dead again.
Okay, and that brings us to Solana.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh man, so many things. So many things.
All the things.
All the things. I'm going to shoot my bow and snaring at this one in front of Tuala.
In front of Tuala.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack
I don't
roll.
want her to run too far. So, where should you hold person? Oh my god, I don't know. Hold on. What is bow and snaring? Okay, I'm gonna do bow and snaring. So, kumbaya. Ah,
Okay, so that unfortunately is going to miss. As Tuala, you notice as this arrow comes sailing over and sticks into a tree near you, and you watch as vines start to spread out from the arrow and start to wrap around the tree.
and as my bonus action, I'm going to heal myself with healing word.
It's a bonus action to speak.
Ah, kumbaya! Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. End turn.
Okay. So we are going to, let's see here real quick. Oop. Just checking something real quick here. Okay. So, Twala, as you charge over at this individual and Glapson say that to her, and she doesn't seem to take what you're saying seriously. She seems to be focused across over at Solana, taking pot shots at her, and is going to fire off 2 shots back at Solana again. First one's an 8.
Nope.
Second is a 21.
Okay, that'll hit.
So that is 2 points of piercing and 5 poison damage.
I guess he has 3 hit points.
And is going to take off running again to the south. So I'm not going to move her any further than 1 block away because
But
it's
he
not
has
like
an
you
attack
can't
of
catch her.
opportunity on me.
So you do get an attack of opportunity.
Can I replace that melee attack with a grapple attempt?
Sure, why not? So go ahead
Alright.
and make your strength check, and she's going to do the same thing, trying to.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the golden d20 on this one,
Nice.
which would make that a total of 23.
So there's no point in rolling. So as this one goes to run away, you manage to grab her leg and she can't move at the moment.
Haha!
And that will bring it to your turn.
So I'm going to. I forget what the rules are for moving while you're grappling another creature. I think it's. Is it half speed?
Yeah, I think it's half speed or maybe full speed contested. We'll just say half speed to make it easier.
So, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and make a. What kind of roll would I have to make to, as I have her like her ankle in one hand, reach down and rip the bow from her hands and throw it away from her.
We'll say we'll make it a. We'll do a contested strength check.
All right.
Fair enough. But this doesn't, heavily favor the barbarian. But but apparently you've got such a good grip on her that you just can't get the bow out.
Bummer. Okay. I will instead, since I like slap around and she pulls the bow away from me and I can't get it. I would like to instead place a boot directly on her on her neck, as he has like her leg held up with one arm and just like lightly crushes the throat.
Okay.
And in an extremely quiet voice, just says, "I strongly recommend you cease resistance."
So go ahead and make your intimidation check with advantage.
Nah.
As
21.
okay, we'll see what happens on her come round.
That's all I'm gonna do on my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Quen, who is watching this individual run away yet again, taking pot shots down at Solana.
I don't like the way that she's insisting that I chase her. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna green flame, and then
Yes.
bookmark.
Okay.
So like I wanna try and stay my hand, and leave her with like 1 health point if like that's like.
Well, roll your damage for Green Flame Blade first. If she doesn't die from Flame Blade, you could do that with Bookmark. But yeah, so as you carve through the first time and you watch as the fire erupts, she's already at that point dead.
All right.
So,
That was so stressful.
Is that everybody? Did we get everybody?
that is everyone.
Ugh.
And as this see, we're gonna roll to see what she before we kick it out of
My heart.
Have her roll her
Girl!
no, what's it called? Insight to see how she feels about your intimidation.
Best cooperate.
She ain't going anywhere. And with that, you all have survived.
Oh my god.
Sorry we missed our break this evening. It was a little harrowing there, but
my heart can't take it, you guys.
You guys are.
I'm gonna like try to heal people, but I can't because I don't have any spell slots left. So it'll be great.
So currently, none of you have seen Devaney move.
Okay, let
She
me run it.
flopped back down on the ground when she saw the other lady to the north firing more arrows.
I will run over to Devaney and heal her for. I think I can only do it at 2nd level. There you go. Then I can heal myself at 2nd level, and then I'm out of that. So I will take 14.
Yeah, so Devaney gets up and looks around at all the mush and other various snake parts.
Sorry, Devaney, I let you go down.
And then looks around. Where's Tuala?
Oh, he's doing some Tuala stuff and intimidating some snake lady over there.
Over where?
Somewhere.
I have tea in my rasp, and she's no resisting.
So as soon as Devaney sees where Tuala went, she's going to start walking over to where he is.
Can we like meet in the center here or something?
I will begin to bring.
Okay.
I will begin to bring the captive back towards where the battle was.
Can we take a short rest during this?
I would also like to send a Volta out to see if you can find any more hidden snake people in the area.
The DM is muted.
Go ahead and make a perception check for. Okay, good to know.
So 8, 4. So I can recover up to 4
Okay,
spell
so,
slots.
So you guys are taking this as a short rest?
Yes.
I am bringing the Yuan-Ti captive that I have back towards the group.
Okay, where are you?
How much does she? Is she light enough that I can easily just lift her and carry her?
Yeah, you can.
Alright,
No, drag her by the hair.
I loop an arm under her arms and hold her against my body so that she is facing outward towards me, and I am carrying her pressed against myself. And I whisper quietly in her ear as we make our way back towards where the bulk of the fighting took place and my comrades are, and I say, understand this, serpent. I am the Stormborn. I am bound by a code of honor not to slay an unarmed, defenseless opponent. So long as you prove yourself a non-threat to myself or my companions, this code of ethics protects your life. But I am feeling particularly lenient towards my code of honor today. Should I suspect treachery from you, I will not hesitate. I do not know if you possess the same magic of the mind as your compatriots, but be warned now. Should you even attempt such a thing, you will quickly find the end of a blade through your black heart. Do we understand each other?
She looks at you for a couple of moments and says,
Oh, I say all of this in Yuan-Ti, by the way.
So as you're bringing her closer, she looks back over your shoulder a little bit. You make yourself abundantly clear.
Good. We did not ask for this violence. We have attempted to be civil. We have attempted to ally ourselves, no matter how distasteful, with your master and your kind against a greater threat. And you have attacked us, sought our deaths. Be very aware that your survival depends heavily on how agreeable you are to the questions that my compatriots shall ask you.
As you're bringing her closer to the group and you're walking by a couple of the spots where the ground has been trampled by a massive ape. And you hear a slight civil, you say, as that's what you call these remnants. And sort of nods down as you're walking past one. That's just a puddle of bone and gore from where Solana has pounded something into the ground to the point that it's not even recognizable what it was.
They ambushed us.
I lightly increase the pressure of my arm pressing her form to my body, and I lean in enough so that she can see my face in her peripheral, and I say, remember who it was who started this fight. Should you survive minutes and make it back to your master, Rosnasai, perhaps you would do well to inform him. And I turn her to face fully at the smashed puddle that's still on the left, of what happens to those who would instigate a fight with us.
I'm gonna regain polymorph. Just in case.
I assume I'm fairly close to the group at this
Yeah,
point.
at this point, you've pretty much got it back. I don't know, what level is polymorph?
4.
You actually can't.
I round up.
Equal to less than half. Equal to or less than half your druid level.
Rounded
Oh,
up.
yeah, you get 7. So,
He essentially creepily whispered that into her ear, so Solana would not
So-
necessarily have heard any
It
of
would
that.
be my druid level rounded up, which would be 8, divided by 2, which would be 4, which would be polymorph.
Oh, right, it would be 7 divided by 2, 3.5, rounded up to 4. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I'll follow
Okay.
Devin.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Okay.
So as Twala has dragged the group, apparently you're going over with the rest of the group because they all left you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you move.
Yeah, neither did I. Come on, Quen.
Oh.
Quen! Come down!
Yes, I'm here. I'm watching everything as it's happening.
Come down!
There's a tree in the way. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
I can hear all this racket. I can hear Tuala talking for days. I'm gonna go up to her and I'm gonna be like, look, all we want to do is end the death curse. We don't even really care about Raz Nasai, all right?
True enough.
I set her down, and as the others begin to interrogate her, I move out of line of sight of the others, maybe around this tree.
So you go ahead and you tell Raz Nasai that all we want to do is end this curse, and he can either get out of our way or fall. It's that easy.
Whoa there, Quen. Not really that simple. We would like him to help us out, because I think we're going for the same thing here.
I look at Devin really confused.
As this Yanti looks at the group of you, why Omu? Why come to our home, the home of us and Raz Nasai?
Because the people that know what they're talking about told us that they are pretty sure that the death curse originated around here. And, well, it may not be Raz Nasai. Well, maybe it's underground, maybe it's past Omu. We're not really sure.
With that, she looks down to the ground and just sort of spits a little bit. You mean, as Nivra said, you speak of Saja Nbaza, the one who wishes my master dead. Told you, exactly what you want is where they want you to go and to kill someone. Convenient, is it not?
No, we heard before even meeting her in the city of Point Naranzu that people there, scholars, thought Omu was the place to go.
Yeah, so it's not just one source saying Omu. Every arrow has pointed us this way.
And she just sort of looks between the two of you. Again, every once in a while, the gaze goes looking out to see if Tuala is still out there watching somewhere.
And look, well, we might have met Saja Nabala. She may have asked us to do some stuff, but we have no quarrel with your master.
Perhaps
Okay.
your master could assist us in ending this death curse.
And what guarantee could you possibly offer him that you would not be lying to him as you apparently are claiming to have lied to Saja and Baza?
Well, the truth of the matter is that we really have no quarrel with him. We're willing to let bygones be bygones for the greater objective.
Which is one reason you're still alive.
And what is that? You wish me to go do as Nivras did and speak with him again?
No, you're
You
coming
can
with
just
us.
Add more to come after you.
No, we're just gonna bring you along with us, I think, this time.
Yeah. Maybe you can tell him yourself, with us right beside you. You can even get a witness of our generosity on the way down.
With that, she just sort of looks at the group you with this. Only way I can do it is this shit-eating grin. Do you really expect me to believe you're going to me travel with you?
Yeah, we're fairly
You
honest.
would
I
have to
mean,
be a
we're deadly,
fool.
but we're fairly honest.
That's right. Looks like we're family now. So
No,
that makes
we're not
you
family. I'm gonna
the pet
slap her.
snake. You'll be sleeping outside.
Change this tree, probably, actually.
Well, we're gonna have to move from here eventually, but no, I don't think her traveling with us is the best idea.
Okay, let's chop off her head.
I'm not sure that's the best idea right now either.
Okay, well, you gotta pick something because we're either with her or we're chopping off her head.
I mean, I prefer stabbing through the heart, but you know, that's
Okay.
personal
I think that's
choice.
Tuala thing. To stab her
You're
through the
so
heart.
gruesome, Salon. I never would have expected that.
She looks down at her hands that, like, might or might not have guts on them from being a giant monkey.
I guess you're spending a little too much time in monkey form lately.
Hey, I only do it to save lives. Or kill people. Save my life and kill people. Wait a second, why do I do that? The point is that it helps. Being a monkey. Where's Tuala? Wasn't
Why
he the
don't
one
you go-
intimidating?
Why don't you go find him, Solana?
Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna assume it's not too hard to see him leaning against this tree.
Twala, were you hiding or you just away for a little bit?
Just not hiding, but out of sight of the Yuan Ti.
Should I make a
So I mean, it would be easy enough to if she walks around the large tree just to kind of see him sitting there.
Okay.
So what are we gonna do with this lady? Gwen votes to just keep her captive.
Tuala,
Well,
do you know what you want to
why
do?
don't we secure her in some way to something, and we can leave out of earshot and discuss this somewhere else.
That's a good idea, Devin.
Who's good at tying knots?
Gwen's pretty dexterous.
So am I. So, whichever.
All right, so Devaney's gonna dig out some rope and do a better job than last time. Hopefully.
And if you try to
And try
run,
to-
I can throw a rock at you and a giant monkey. Just so you know. It'll hurt a lot. You'll probably be dust. Okay. That was my intimidation check.
You want me to
So-
go ahead and roll?
Oh, really?
What do I
Okay.
need to roll?
If you're tied up, just go ahead and make either a dexterity or a sleight of hand check.
That's how intimidating I am. Double eights.
I'll assist whoever is doing that.
Okay.
It's okay, I guess.
And what are you tying her to?
If
Or are you
possible,
just
the
tying
really
her,
big
you know?
tree. Or a root of the really big tree.
Oh, okay.
I don't want her trying to crawl away. And I'm also going to try to find something, like an old pair of socks or something, and stick in her mouth so she
Ew.
can't suggestion or something like that, like last time.
That's a good idea.
We had problems with that last time, so.
And so, what do you find? What do you have that you could stick in her mouth in your bag?
I probably have an old shirt that I can cut a piece off of.
I have an explorer's pack. Which probably is stuff.
Yeah, Gwen has extra clothes. So I'll just rip off a bit of it and like stuff it in her mouth and then like tie another piece like around her like mouth and like head.
And her eyes.
Oh, okay.
Get her eyes.
Just wrap her whole face up.
Yeah, like a mummy lord.
Mm.
Not like
And
a
so
mummy lord.
Devaney will sort of pat her on the head once it's all done and say, "We'll be right back."
Okay, where
And
are we
hopefully
meeting?
walk out of earshot somewhere and get
Okay.
the group together to have a group discussion.
So, easy enough to walk, 25, 30 feet away.
So, Tuala, how you doing?
I guess this is at the point where the other two are still dealing with the Yuan-Ti. So as just Solana comes around the kind of bend here, Tuala is on the ground. The glaive is placed sort of to his side, and he is sort of sitting. Leaned back against one of the large roots of this tree. The foliage and sort of ground cover around him is stained a deep red, as the rather severe wounds covering him have sort of leached out and soaked the area around him with blood. And his eyes are closed, and his chin sort of rests upon his chest, and there are, though it's a little difficult to distinguish through the, over his sort of stony complexion, there are unmistakably tear tracks from his eyes trickling into his beard.
Aw, are you okay? And I put my hand on him and I do cure wounds at level 1 because that's the only thing I can do right now.
Tuala,
No, you're not there
I've
yet.
never seen
Quinn.
you like this.
You're not there yet, Quinn.
I just walked over there.
No, this
No,
is
you're still
happening.
helping me tie up the other lady.
Yuan-Ti.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is in the past.
Yes. Alright, so I'll close some of those ones. Here. Large elf. I apologize for
What?
display of weakness.
There was no display of weakness. You're a warrior. You're allowed to do stuff and have emotions.
I very nearly died
Yeah.
in that battle.
But you're okay now?
Plant elf.
Yes, 12.
I wish you to know something.
Okay. What is it?
I have been raised for this since before I could stand or hold a weapon. The circumstance of my birth, the storm touched. Among my people, it meant that this life was my destiny.
Must be a very big burden for you.
I think nothing of it, but it is my duty to serve the Eluahe and all the peoples of Trult, to protect these jungles and these lands. My mother, Plant Elf, understand to give birth to a Storm Herald. It often is more than even the strongest of our braves can withstand. Plant Elf, my mother, she died, bringing me into this world.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No. The matrons of the Eluahe are shamans. The bearing of a Storm Herald. It is the one exception. It is the one instance where they might use their magic to return life to one who is past. They used their magic to return my mother to life. To this day, she serves as the chief. The chief of the Eluahe of my people.
Wow.
But the death curse, it draws her back.
Oh no.
Draws her back to the Shadowlands. Plant Elf, it is my honor-bound duty to serve the peoples of this land. And for that reason, I must see the end of this death curse. But my mother, Plant Elf, my mother is at risk. And I almost died here, miles away from the
It's okay.
Would I have approached by this time?
Matthew, you're muted.
DM's muted.
What? No, what else is new? Probably within.
You're still out.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be. Hold
Oh,
on.
now I got you.
Love you too, Discord. You'll probably be over within another moment or two as you and Devon are making sure she's secure and tied up away from you guys on the other side of the tree.
Okay. Okay.
It'll
Just
be
because I wanted to say something about moms, but okay.
It'll be okay, Dwell. We'll bring justice to the people of the land, and we will root out this evil, and we will save your mother. You will do this because you are a champion. And you're a warrior of this land, and I believe in you.
I wave my hand dismissively. You misunderstand my purpose, Blind Elf. And as the whimsical one approaches, I
It's okay.
turn my face from him, and I say, both of you, though our time together has been short, understand. It is my obligation to serve this land. You all, the Guardian included, you have proven beyond doubt that you are defenders of Chult. True. I will lay down my life for you if necessary. And I wish you to know that should that come to pass, as it almost did this day, the glaive. I gesture to the weapon at my side. The glaive must be brought back to my people.
Of course.
Yeah. Whimsical one. Plant elf.
And what will you do once you return this glaive to your people?
No,
How will you honor it?
if he dies, we have to return his glaive to the people.
If I die, it must be returned. Whimsical one.
How do we honor you by bringing this glaive back?
We honor his people, Glenn.
The glaive has been passed down. It is the traditional weapon of the Storm Herald. It has been wielded by all that came before me of the old way.
Whom do we give it to?
Not
Do
saying
you
that
have family?
Not saying that they will ever come to Allah, but we will be honored to fulfill your order if needed.
I too hope that this shall not come to pass. Understand. And I look at each of the two in turn, at the whimsical one and at Solana. And I say, I think that the time is past for monikers. though this perhaps may not be a tradition that you understand, the use of a true name. It is among the most sacred of rights amongst my people. I am Tuala, as I am the Storm Herald. I have forsaken luxuries of a personal life with that of service to the tribe, but you, to use your names it is an honor reserved only for those who are bonded in the deepest of senses. Had I any reservations before this day, this battle has been clear enough to me that the time to set those aside is now. We are either in this to its end, or in this to our end. Should you be willing to allow it, I should like to use your true names.
Of course. It'd be an honor.
Indeed, then. Hello, Solana.
Hello to all.
Gwen.
Oh, I was hoping for a cool name.
Gwen, and I kick him.
Gwen, my friend, perhaps the ways of my people are foreign to you, but you should know the use of your true name, Gwen. It is the highest of honors of my people.
There you go, Gwen.
There is no greater respect that I might bestow upon you.
I'm honored. I love your traditions. That's why I just wanted to honor your tradition.
And I quite gruffly draw them both, each with one arm, into a rather bone-crushing hug.
Aww.
Thank you.
I only get a little bit of blood on them.
Yeah, only will.
As I release them. I shall.
Probably more than a little.
Only will.
I shall repeat this conversation with Guardian at a later time. For now, I wipe my eyes. It would be undue to let our new prisoner see weakness.
It's not weakness. It's just emotion.
In the eyes of an enemy.
True. We will kick her in the face if need be. I mean, man, I'm not kind of good anymore, am I?
I don't think you ever were. But while all this is going on in Devonay, you've been leaning up against the tree, just sort of out of eye shot of everyone, but enough to hear what's going on. Do me a favor, go ahead and make a perception check.
Why do they have to put all the P's together?
Well, you can perform if you'd like to, a little tap dance. It's a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, and I'm still
Okay.
bleeding from several arrow wounds. Yeah, I'm not feeling that great either.
Yeah.
As I'm sure most people aren't. Avolta is still circling around though, so.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a hit dice or two.
Are we getting a short rest?
Yeah, so at this point, you guys have... something keeps going on with my AC, man. Yeah,
How
so you
many-
guys have been sitting down for a
all
little
hit
bit.
dice.
You've got... you've tied up your prisoner to the tree. You guys walked a little ways away, had your conversation. Quen went charging up to join. Devaney, unbeknownst to the rest of you at the moment, sort of followed a little behind, is just sort of leaning up listening. So you guys are starting to take a short rest. Anything else you'd be doing during this time?
No.
Okay.
After this conversation, it's sort of broken up. Devaney will try to leave without, being obvious that she was listening in, and then find a spot to rest longer within eyeshot of the person we tied up.
So go ahead and make a stealth check as you're trying to sort of
Ooh, I'm not
leave the
good at
area
these.
without being noticed. Yeah, not bad.
My passive perception's like 17 though.
So, as I just saw that, Solana. So, Devaney, as you start to leave the conversation and make your way back to the tree where you tied up the Yuan-Ti, you see nothing but a bunch of rope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Avolta!
As you call it to Avolta, you get, again, she's circling within range, and you just get basically a sort of sensation from your familiar.
I just don't want to blame myself, that's all.
We've all sort of we've regathered now and are realizing that our prisoner is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all sort of walked away. Well, rather, Tuala had already left. The rest of the three, Solana walked off to go find you. Then Quen and Devaney time up, and both of them left to just idle hands. Wow, everybody's gone. What are we going to do while I'm sitting here?
Uh-oh. Can we track her?
Oh, you can try.
I'm a
Go ahead and
druid.
make
I
a,
should track stuff. No, that's my ranger.
It's technically a ranger, but go ahead and make a survival check. As you're now looking around the ground where...
Worst druid ever. But Tuala is
as you're starting to
tap
look
dancing.
for footprints, you'd see Tuala just breaking out with this lovely tap dance.
No, so the performance check was, as we have noticed that she's escaped, the performance check, he would kind of and then he would and yell at the absolute top of his voice, not knowing how far she's reached, but he would yell in Yuan-Ti, sort of cupping his hands. He'd say, "Flee back to your master. Tell him that we are coming, and he can either choose to work with us, or he can die."
Fair point.
Just into the jungle.
And that's where we're going to call an end to tonight's session.
Yay! Good session.
With the word
Wow.
die echoing in the Yuan-Ti dialect.
Birds take flight from trees.
Yep.
Don't scare Avolta!
Default a little shaken and... Oh. So, everyone made it through this evening. Congratulations.
Oh,
Goodness.
barely. Jeez, Lou.
Oh my goodness gracious, you guys.
There was almost all of the dead party members.
Yes. Solana would have felt so guilty.
Oh,
As the only healer now.
it's one of those. I'm like, okay, this giant ape has a hand that is like 6 feet wide, and it's just coming down and on top of something. Technically, it should crush Devaney as well, but it's like, yeah, I don't want to be that mean because that's just an instant crit fail.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
But hey, everyone made it. None the worse for wear. Getting you ready for the city.
Yeah.
As you guys are now still just 2 days away from Omu. But with another captured prisoner fled off into the day.
Yeah.
We're the worst. We're the worst captive takers.
Pretty much.
Yep.
We're taking
It's,
you
everything
captive.
looks well. The intimidation was great. Then you all tie them up and then walk away. It's like, they'll be fine. They won't try to escape. Why would they?
Because they're scared.
It's the Xanathar rules where it's like the sleight of hand check becomes the DC for escaping, and she rolled like a 10. I'm like, oh, God.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay. Oh, wow, you rolled that much to get out. Okay, and you rolled that for a stealth check? Yeah, nobody saw you do nothing.
Oh, that's what those were. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
our
was pretty low.
Our Twitch got to see it when rolled for the escape attempt was a 23.
Yes.
Jeez.
And then it was a...
And then it was a 17
17.
while Solana was around off having her conversation and only Devaney was anywhere in the area.
Oh, to notice if she stealthed.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
goodness.
then in that couple of steps, again, player knowledge unbeknownst to you, something was obtained from near the large tree.
Something was obtained from near the large tree. What did we
You
put near
guys
the
didn't
large
look-
tree?
You guys didn't look at any of the bodies. You don't know what any of them had on them.
Ah, poop.
We're not a looting party.
Nope.
Man!
That's very lucky for that young lady.
This...
Y'all need to find your inner Lachlan.
I
Yeah.
suppose so.
Yeah.
So before we take off for the evening, there's one last thing to the Nat 20 for this evening. So what is everyone thinking?
Oh, I have a vote. Hang on. Let me see where I wrote my notes.
And come on, chat, you chime in too. Digitio, I know you're still in there.
This isn't just a rooted toot and lootin' rodeo. You're right, Digitio.
Well, I'm leaning towards Solana because she did a lot in the battle.
Like I said, the
I mean-
entire episode was the battle for the most part. I mean,
Yeah.
Right, but without her and her handy spells, I don't think we would have made it.
Aw, thank you.
I found it. My note for my vote was also Solana. For, and I quote, ape paste.
Ooh. Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, Solana, you made lots of jelly today, and you also did a lot of healing. So totally, yeah.
Aw, thanks, guys. I was gonna say...
I was
Quinn, but-
100% dead if not for that healing spell.
Well, that's good that you're not dead. So...
So there we go. Looks like Solana is getting the Nat 20 for next week.
Thanks, guys.
And
Oh,
even
for the-
Digitio was saying Solana's desperate rush towards Tuala from an ape form.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Digitio.
we have Solana getting the Nat 20 for next week. So Solana, just make sure you ship that on over to your image.
Done and done.
And then, we are back again next week as our party has
Oh, you're still
once
here
more
on the
lost
22nd?
Yeah, it's the 29th. I won't be here.
Okay.
So for our viewers, we are here next week for our regular Tomb of Annihilation game. Then the 29th, I will not be here, so it looks
Neither
like we
will
are
I.
doing some sort of.
It's gonna be a thing.
It's going to be. I don't know what it is because I'm not going to be here, but it's going to be something. So
It's gonna be
make sure you
something.
tune in and enjoy. It is something from the mind of Tuala.
Oh, help us all, boys and girls. Help us.
Or should I say the madness of Matt?
Yeah,
That could go,
more likely.
that could go either way between the two of us, so hey. Okay, with that, we will get ready to head out for this evening. And please always remember, friends, when finally victorious at the cost of blood, tears, sweat, and ape paste, when tying your prisoner up, never forget to leave a guard and never forget to add your proficiency bonus. We'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Internet.